everyone, so I am finally making my updated dolls video. I was wanting to upload this on the same day as last year's, like a year later, but it's been like 6 days since the anniversary of uploading that one, and I still haven't started recording it. Today's the 18th, so when I will have this up, who knows? Hopefully before the end of April. Hopefully I can keep up with that being like the same month. Anyway, so yeah, so obviously there has been at least one new face, but if you kept an eye on my channel, then there's been a few. There's a couple that I haven't mentioned on the channel, this one being one of them, she's one of them, and then there's another one, but yeah, so but if you keep up with me on Instagram, you'll know, but yeah, I'm just gonna cut to it. I'm probably gonna go with my most recent dolls first, that way I can go into detail on them, and then I'll just start with my other ones from last year's video, and just quickly go through them with like the time, like the years I got them and stuff, just to save time, but yeah, cool. So the first new doll I got last year first new doll I got last year is Addy Walker, and she's actually the 35th anniversary version of Addy, and I love her. She was kind of impulsive because, they announced the 35th anniversary dolls, and like I mentioned it in my video of opening her, but a little bit before then, like maybe a couple months, I thought about getting her sometime in the next couple years because I remember really wanting this doll when I was like 12. And like I ended up not getting her because I kind of like, I switch between which dolls I want to get very easily. So she was just kind of, didn't think about getting her for a while, and I really wanted, once I decided to try to getting her again, I wanted the old version of her. It didn't have to be Pleasant Company, just like, maybe even like a 2011 version of her, just something from like, like the prime of my American Girl, like initial, just the prime of my American Girl obsession when I was younger. So then they announced this, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, because it's like, also it's just, they were about, which is still a lot of money to pay for a doll, but they were about like maybe $150 because they came with the accessories and everything, and they were special edition, and that was like a lot cheaper than trying to find like an old, like Mattel Addy new in the box. So I was like, I'm gonna get her. So I impulsively bought her. My sister and I bought some of these, each bought a 35th anniversary doll together. She got Molly, and yeah, I really like her. I decided to do her hair in all braids, and I really like it. So I haven't taken it down just because I don't have to do that with her hair again. It took a while, but she has really pretty hair. I really recommend her. They did a really good job with these ones. I'm trying to remember when I got here. It was probably like spring of like it was spring of 2022. Spring of 20, wait, yeah, it was the spring of this year. Oh my gosh, it was this year. I don't think it was this year. It had to have been spring of last year because I got her like a little bit after I got Rebecca, but like I had her before Christmas of last year, I think. So I think, I got her last year. I'm distracted now, but yeah, I just really recommend her. So she was the first new doll I got since making that video, my last year's video, since my last updated doll video. So yeah, cool, here's Addy. So the next new doll I got is just like number 43. I got her in, I believe it was December of 2021. Either December 2021 or January 2022. She was also an impulse buy because what happened was I like to browse like eBay and Facebook Marketplace, places like that really often just to see what dolls I find. Even if I'm not planning on buying any. And then I found an auction for, actually it was just like number 36. She's really rare, she's really cute. And oh, by the way, her name is Brennan Angela Murray, after 3 characters from Bones, because it's my favorite TV show. So like her character, I did give her a little bit of like character traits, but she really likes like science and space because they are scientists, even though they are not scientists with space. Like they're more like forensic scientists. I like that. I want to get, like, she likes outer space. But yeah, she's named after Bones characters. But yeah, so I wanted but the auction got too high, and then I was like, well, I was all excited about getting a doll, I might as well find another one. So then I found her, and she's also kind of hard to find. Not as hard to find as number 36, but still pretty hard to find. Like, she's getting harder to find now because people are starting to notice dolls are getting hard to find. You know what I mean? Like, certain retired dolls starting to get more, like, popular. But yeah, so she's here. She's really cute. It's a doll I wanted a lot for a while, but she came in like a little bit worse condition than I thought she would. Her face has a lot of shine marks I can't get to go away, so it's taken me a while to really like grow to appreciate her in my collection because I didn't do much with her. Also because it was so impulsive and didn't have time to get excited about her. But she is a really cute doll, and I'm glad to have her, especially since I got her for a really good deal. I think less than $100, and she's in pretty good shape aside from her face. having the marks. So really happy to have her in my collection. If you're looking to get a number 43, I definitely recommend her. She's just has such a, she just looks so unique to me. I love her so much, but yes. So my next doll in my collection is Courtney Moore. She's the historical character from 1986, and she's the newest historical character, and I got her in February, I think it was February 26th of 2022, so she's the first doll I got this year, I'm pretty sure. I'm probably gonna like edit in all the dates for these dolls because I have them like on my Snapchat. I just don't have them on me, so like I don't remember when I got some of these recent dolls. But you guys will know because I will put it in the video. But yeah, so this is Courtney. I got her this year. She was kind of impulsive. Well, not really. Like, I always thought she was cute. Although I did understand why some people were disappointed with this character. I did wait a while to get her. Mostly because like I had other dolls I was interested in, and there's dolls I technically wanted longer. But at some point I decided, you know what? She's cute. I like her. You know, she's readily available. So it's like, you know, you can just get her. And then they're having a sale. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna get her. So I ordered her impulsively this year, and she's really cute. I really like her. Her curls are really interesting, and like I've never had a curl pattern like this in any of my dolls, which is really cool. I just don't have anything to say except she's cute, and I really like how colorful her wardrobe is, even though sometimes she doesn't really feel historical because of that. I think, you know, they did a good job of mixing like realism and kind of having a lot of colors in her wardrobe without it seeming like a costume. And I like how her, I haven't read her book yet, but I know her story kind of talks about like, you know, women in like, I don't know if it's women in STEM, but I know she really is interested in like video games and things like that, and like space, talking about how like women going to space. I think there's some stuff about that with like her teacher. And then I know they discussed the AIDS epidemic, which is like a very big thing that happened that London. I feel like, you know, not a lot of people talk about it, or like, you know, I'm glad they touched it because it's a very like tragic thing that happened, and like, yay, they're touching on it. You know, they're being educational because that's what the historical is supposed to do, be educational. But yeah, I really like her. I recommend if you want to get her. She's definitely for like an older / more careful like owner. So like if you have like a kid that's not good with their kid's hair, with their doll's hair, like don't get this doll for them because they're going to mess it up. I saw so many reviews on the website about how her hair got so ratty after they gave it to their kid, or not ratty, knotted up, I guess. And then it's like, yeah, because that's a little kid and this is very like small curls, it's very hard to manage. Like, it's not hard to manage if you know how to do it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just a tiny like tangent that I noticed when I was getting ready to buy her, is how people would like, yeah, is how people would do that. So it's like, you know, her hair is nice, it just takes a little bit of extra care, same as Addy's or like any of the textured hair dolls, although she doesn't have textured hair, but Addy does, you know what I mean? Like, some dolls just have hair that takes a little extra care, and it rhymes, and it sounds cool, and that's okay. But yeah, so here's Courtney, and I love her and I recommend her, and she was my, I think she's my 13th doll in my collection. So the next and last doll, like my most recent doll in my collection, is one that I'm very excited to talk to you guys about, and I've been looking forward to like talking about her on this channel because I got just like, you know, before this year, and I'm really excited about it. I think I'm gonna take her hair down. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot better. But yeah, so this is Alice. She's my Just Like You number 4. I got her in, I think, March of this year. It was very shortly, maybe a couple of 2 to 3 weeks after I got Courtney, because it was very unexpected that I would find her. But her name is Alice. I just think I've decided her full name is Alice Adeline Josephine. So that's her full name. And I have like, I'll try to summarize the story of how I got her, and because I kind of want to make a video about it just because it was really cool, and I think it'd be cool to just have like a little tangent about like how I got her, because some of my dolls don't have much of a story behind them, although I do have like memories associated with each time I got one of my dolls, but like hers definitely is like a story. But I found her on Facebook Marketplace for a really good deal. It's like she's less than $100, insane, and then the person, like, you know, didn't have any shipping options, but I did ask them, hey, could you ship this for me? I'll pay for it. You know, I don't care, like, how much. I really didn't care how much it cost to ship her, because it ended up being, like, more than I normally pay for shipping on a doll, just because it was such a good deal for the base price that, like, I'm chill with whatever. So I got her, and I was like so worried the whole time like I was gonna get like scammed, because sometimes that happens, you know, sometimes people are just terrible. But literally up in every last second until I opened her and it was, you know, fine and she was here, I was like, oh my gosh, am I even getting this doll? Like I was trying so hard not to jinx it. But so she's here, and I love her, and she's a doll that like I didn't really plan on getting, or at least like I didn't let myself get attached to. I knew one day I'd be able to like one day I'd hope to be able to afford to get like her for, you know, the average price, which is about like however much she costs. She can be so expensive. But so I didn't really like have any like attachment, like, ooh, one day I'm gonna get her, she's like my grail doll, because I just knew she was gonna be expensive and it would be years before I could get her. But then I was just looking in some of the recommended posts to me, and there she was, and I just, you know, bought her up, like, yes, give me that, I want her, and I love her. She's probably one of my favorite dolls now. I think since, you know, I was able to get her, I was able to let myself, like, you know, come to appreciate and like fall in love with the doll. You know how sometimes there's dolls you just love so much, and it's definitely something like that. And I'm just really grateful to have her, and she's my newest doll, and I'm just really so excited to share her with you guys, because I literally didn't even record her opening. It was such a whirlwind, because I just wanted to make sure she was here, and that she was the right doll, and that, you know, she was all together, and she was. So, that's why her video is going to be a little bit different, but I do want to talk about her in a longer video, even though I'm talking already very long about her right now. But yeah, so this is Alice, and I'm so happy that she is here. Like, look at her, she's adorable, and I love her so much. And if you can ever find one for a price that works for your budget, because I know the price range is kind of all over the place for her, and you really just gotta look and like keep your eye out. But yeah, I definitely recommend her. She's so cute, and I wish they'd use this face mold more. Look at it, it's adorable. I love her. But yeah, sorry that was violent, but yeah, aggressive, that was aggressive. But yeah, so now I'm gonna talk about, you know, just show you all my other dolls that you already saw in last year's video. So yeah, cool. So the first doll in my collection was Julie Albright, and I named her Julie Marie Albright. And I got her on November 12th, 2011. I ordered her through the American Girl, like the website. I think, well, my mom ordered her for me. But yeah, me and my sister Brittany got her and Ivy together. And she was my first doll, and I love her, even though like one of her dogs at the time chewed up like her toes on one of her feet and her hand. But I still love her, even with those flaws, and she's been through a lot of love, and I don't do as much with her because she's been through so much stuff, and I have like so many other dolls now. But she is definitely like underrated in my collection, and I love her. And there she is. So the second doll in my collection is Beverly. Her name is Beverly Renee. She's a Just Like You 25. And I got her on, I believe it was January 26, 2013. I got her for my birthday. I had received some gift money, and I bought her. Me and my sister each got the dolls that were like closest to us as our lookalike dolls, so there she is. And I've had her for almost 10 years now. I had Julie for over 10 years now, and I have her for almost 10 years now, and it's crazy that some of my dolls are getting this old to me. That's insane. But yeah, so I love her. She's like my mini-me. I project a lot of my traits into her as a character, even though I don't do much with my dolls' characters. I do like, I see myself in her a lot, since, you know, she kind of represents the younger version of myself. And yeah, I love her. I'm very fond of her. She's very special to me. Like, all my dolls are special to me, but a lot of my older ones are special to me. Like, my first 3 dolls are like, they're like the OG tribe or group, whatever. The gang's all here. They're the OGs. So yeah, I love them. I love her a lot. So my third doll in my collection, if you don't count my Biddy twin, because I have one, I just don't do much with him. So my third actual doll in my collection was Lainey Holland. She's Girl of the Year 2010, but I got her in, I think it was March of 2016, because there had been like a long gap in between her and like the rest of my dolls. So it was like I got Beverly in like elementary school, and then I didn't get any more dolls till I was like a freshman in high school. So she was like my grail doll for a long time, and I finally managed, I think she was also a birthday gift too. Like, I got gift money and I saved it up from like different parts of my family, and then I bought her on eBay, and I love her. She was my grail doll for a while. She was my favorite doll for a while. She still is like one of my favorite dolls. She was my first ever like, oh, that's my favorite doll. She still kind of is my favorite doll. I love her. And I'm really glad I was able to get a grail doll kind of so early in my collecting. I mean, I'd been into American Girl for at least like 5 years at that point, but considering like how long I've been into it, I got my grail doll pretty early, so literally it's been hard to call any other doll a Grail doll since I got her, because she was the Grail doll. So it's like, it's just so interesting to me that literally it's so hard to describe any other doll as a Grail doll, because forever it was Lainey. She was the one that I wanted like so bad. But yeah, she's adorable. I love her so much. I recommend her, like, if anyone wants to try to get her. There's actually, it's pretty easy to find her for like a good deal nowadays. Like so, like half the price of mine. Like, I find so many for like half the price I paid for her, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But also, I love her, and I'm glad I got her when I did. So yeah, there's Lainey. I love her. So the fourth doll in my collection was Nenea Mitchell. She is a historical character from 1941. I got her in October of 2018. We went to the American Girl store with my younger cousin. She got to pick out her first doll. Me and my sister got to pick out a new doll. It was really fun. But I remember when she first came out, I wasn't super sure about the whole new face mold thing, but she's literally so photogenic. I love her. She's adorable. She's one of my favorite dolls just in my collection and in general from like the company, the line, whatever. And I love her. My mom like literally loved her so much. I bought my mom a Nenea of her own because she kept calling my doll her doll because, you know, she bought it for me. But yeah, it's just, I love it because we kind of bond over that, how like we both have the same doll and how we both really like her. And she's just so adorable. I don't know what else to say. I love her. I love that they released another doll from like World War II era, because they got to show two different aspects of it. Like, first there was Molly on the home front and dealing with her dad being away because he was a doctor in the war, but then there's also Pearl Harbor, which kind of kickstarted, you know, World War II kind of happening as far as like America goes. So then it's like, it's just another aspect, because it did really greatly affect Hawaii. You know, she's Hawaiian, she's from Hawaii, and I think it's really cool to see that. I really like it, because I like her a lot. She's just so cute. But yeah, so here's Nenea. I definitely recommend you, if you want to get her, because you can find her pretty easily secondhand, and you know, they still sell her. So yeah, she's one of the cutest dolls I've ever seen in my entire life. So I believe this is the fifth doll in my collection. The fifth doll in my collection was Samantha Parkington. I got her in, I think it was spring or summer of 2019. I think it was the summer after I graduated, actually. But I got her off eBay. It had been like, I remember because it had been a while since I got a new doll, because I literally got a new doll maybe. Yeah, I got her Nenea my senior year, so the fall of my senior year. So then I got Samantha the spring after I graduated, spring or summer. So then, the summer after I graduated. And I remember because I just kind of like somehow managed to save up / acquire some money, and I was like, wait, I could buy like a cheaper like second-hand doll with this. So I was like, I'm gonna look for one. And I was like, I want Samantha. So I looked around. I actually went over budget for this Samantha, but she still was like less than $100, I think, and she's Pleasant Company. She has like her whole outfit. She came with her hat as well. Not all of her accessories, but she did come with her hat. She's really cute. She's really cute. She's like my favorite of the original dolls, and one of my favorite of the historical dolls, because I literally love her. I love reading her books. She's just adorable. And it's just nice having like an older doll, even though I don't do as much with her. It's like, it's just so nice to have, like, you know, like, ooh, it's like a piece of American Girl history, because she's like one of the older ones and one of the OG dolls, and you know, she's just a staple. I love her. But yeah, so that's Samantha. So the sixth doll in my collection, it was Josefina Montoya. I also kind of call her Jo, just as like a nickname, depending on if I'm like dressing her up modern or if I'm dressing her up like in more like time period type clothes. But she is the beef rare version of Josefina. I got her in, I think, March of 2020. It was like quarantine had first hit, and I had money and saved up for a tattoo, and I knew I was not going to get to use it for a while. So and I think also this is when dolls went down to like $95, like really cheap, because they were getting ready to like bring in a bunch of new stuff. So like literally I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cheap right now, I have to buy one. So I did. But then later I went through a whole thing where it was like, oh my gosh, this is spontaneous. Did I really even want her that bad? And I need money. So then I had listed her for sale for a little bit, but then I didn't end up doing that, which I'm grateful because she is so beautiful. But also ended up cutting her hair off somewhere in this like crisis. But luckily I didn't completely ruin it, and it does look really cute at this length. But sometimes I see pictures of people with their Josefinas in their original braids, or like with her really long hair, and I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I don't fully regret it. It's just something I noticed. I think maybe one day I might get like an older version of her, like Pleasant Company or Mattel or something, just have both versions. But she's a really pretty doll. I really recommend her. I love like her outfit and all the accessories, all her little accessories. She's literally so cute. One of my most photogenic dolls. But yeah, so there's Josefina. So the 7th doll in my collection is Caroline Abbott. I renamed her Caroline Margot Abbott. She's a historical character from 1824 during, no, not 1824, that's Josephina, isn't it? 1812, because the War of 1812, that is her time period. But I got her in, I think it was like August of 2020, because I remember we had gone on a trip that month, and like I ordered her right before I left to go somewhere. Nope, that's not what happened. The person I ordered her from left on a trip, literally like they're gonna be gone for a week right when I ordered her. I was like, I can wait, because that specific listing of her I had my eye on for months, so it's like I can wait. I already waited this long. But she is probably like my favorite doll. I think like Alice is like my favorite doll right now, but like Caroline was my favorite doll. So it was like Lainey and then Caroline and now Alice, but like I love her. She's so pretty. I love how long her curls are. And I love like that color of her eyes, because I feel like she's the only one that's had that eye color. I think Marie Grace had a similar eye color but a different like eye pattern. Like Caroline has the deagle eyes, and then Marie Grace I think might have had the spiral eyes, like the old style eyes. But yeah, I really love her. She was also kind of a Grail doll for a little bit, because I remember when she was retiring, and I was like, man, I want her. I'm going to try to save up to get her in one of her outfits, but I was never able to do that because I had no way to do that. Like, I just was not good at trying to make money. I was younger. But, so it was like a long time. I was like, man, I really want to get her, and I was grateful that I found her with her hair in good shape, because it's kind of hard to find her in hair with good shape for a good price, but yeah, I just really love her. She's one of my favorite dolls, and I just really like her name. Like how I renamed her, I just go between calling her Caroline and calling her Margot, because those are both such cute names for her. But yeah, if you are looking to get her, I definitely recommend her. She's really cute. But yeah, Caroline, yay! So the next on my collection, number 8 in my collection, is Just Like You number 23, and I got her, I believe it was Christmas 2020. She was a gift from my sister. And she's really cute. I know she's like a really popular doll because she's so common like on the secondhand market, but she is really like photogenic and so cute. I love her. And she has like that, you know, that wig pattern where it flips out. Like I feel like they only have like I think 2 dolls that do this. It's her, number 22, that have hair like this. I don't think I've seen any other like Just Like You dolls with the same like hair pattern where it just kind of like can flip out. But it's really pretty. I like her a lot. And she's a cowgirl. That's the only thing I knew about her before I even got her, just for years. And like her name's Paisley and she likes horses. So that's her character. But yeah, I really like her. I love her freckles. I'm not normally into the blue-eyed dolls just because sometimes they can freak me out, but I do really like her eyes with her hair. Just, yeah, she's adorable and I love her. So the 9th doll in my collection is actually a custom. She's a custom Just Like You number 43. And her name's Tilly Ray Valentine. And I got her, it was either I either got her like winter of 2020 or like early January of 2022, because I remember I bought her a wig with gift money for my birthday. But she came from Goodwill. She cost about $5. Her hair was just chopped off, and then her bangs were chopped off to like non-existence, and then she has like really bad ink transfer on like her shoulders and her legs, but I just kind of covered up with her clothes. And then I just gave her a Luciana wig, so she has like, you know, the little side bang and the little purple streak, and then, she has I just gave her fresh lip paint. I ended up giving her a little bit of a darker color, so it kind of looks like lipstick with this, which is cute, and then some freckles, you know, just a couple simple touches and stuff. But I really like her. Originally the plan was to just send her to the hospital so I could get a number 43, because that was like one of my girl dolls at the time, but I just really didn't want to do that. It would just like be too much like getting a brand new doll, because she'd need both her body and her head replaced, and it's like, they're just gonna throw those away. I don't want to do that. Her bones, like, you know, the basic pieces are good, I just need to fix her up. So here she is, my first custom, and it was actually really fun. I kind of want to do it again. Like, I'm not super into hardcore customizing, but just getting a doll with like eyes that I like, and then finding a wig I think would be cute on her would be like fun, so I want to try that again. But yeah, this is Tilly. She's named after, you know, I was really into Bride of Chucky, that movie. I was really into that when I got her, so I was watching it a lot. So Tilly after Jennifer Tilly, and then Ray Valentine, because like Charles Lee Ray, and then Valentine, like Tiffany Valentine. But yeah, that's her name, and I love her a lot. Her personality is very based on that, so she really likes like horror movies and spooky things. But yeah, there she is, doll number 9. So the 8th doll in my collection is Rebecca Rubin, and I got her in early 2021, not completely sure when. Might have been January. Because me and my sister wanted to get our 10th doll that year because it had been 10 years since we got to American Girl that November, but we didn't want to wait till November because the new Girl of the Year just dropped last year and my sister really wanted her, so we didn't order them together though because I really didn't want like any of the dolls, any of like the new dolls at that time, like currently sold dolls, and I wanted Rebecca, but I didn't want like it to be Forever Rebecca because I really like her old outfit, so we just ordered them separately, which kind of worked out fine anyway because we ordered, you know, the 35th anniversary Molly and Addy together. But yeah, so here's Rebecca. I don't remember exactly when I got her, but I don't really have much to say about her except she's really pretty and she's really photogenic, and I definitely would call her an underrated doll in my collection. I kind of forget I have her sometimes, which stinks because she's just so pretty. I love how, I love her so much. I love like brunette dolls with the Josefina mold. They're just so cute. I love her eyes, and I love her so much. I'm getting emotional about her right now. But yeah, obviously I definitely recommend her if you ever want to get her. Not much else to say, I just love her. Okay, so somewhere in there, I think it's because my dolls are in a different order on the shelf than they are on the list I made, but I'm going to fix it in editing by putting them in the right order. But so Caroline's my 7th doll, Paisley is my 8th doll, Tilly was my 9th doll, and then Rebecca was my 10th doll because I got her in early 2021. And then that brings us up to the 4 that were not in my last video. So this brings us up to 11, 12, 13, 14. So Addy was my 11th doll because I never made note of it in their videos. And then I just started talking about the numbers once I did everyone else. And it was like, this is going to get confusing. So I'm clarifying it here. But so Addy is my 11th doll, Brennan is my 12th doll, Courtney was my 13th, and then Alice was my 14th, and then, yeah, so I'll, like, put up their numbers and, like, the dates I got them as little captions so it will make sense, but if sometimes the numbers don't match up with what I'm saying, do not worry about it. I got mixed up, and just, yeah, cool, but yeah, so thank you so much for watching. It was very cool to see how my collection has grown since I first made that video, and it's just crazy because even in, like, between, like, how many... I was gonna say, but yeah, just from like when I first got like Josefina in 2020, between 2020 and like 2021, like my doll collection literally doubled, which was insane, and I've slowed it down a little bit since then just because I have gotten myself into some financially stressful situations due to my, you know, just really being very impulsive with these dolls. Literally all 4 of these were very impulsive, and it started to get more financially stressful as I kept doing it. So I'm trying to be a little more restrained. It's also where there's so many dolls I want, but like I'm planning ahead way too much. Trying to plan ahead my collection and think of when I need to look for certain ones. It's like stressful, so I'm trying to go with the flow now. Now I'm just kind of like, I'm going to save up some money. And then one day, and then maybe once I feel like I have enough to maybe look for a doll, I'll just see whatever doll catches my eye, even if she's not as interesting as the ones I originally planned on getting. It's just whoever catches my eye, because sometimes listings for dolls I'd never think of getting look really cute, and I realize I would like that specific one. This is a tangent. But yeah, it's just really nice to see how my collection has grown, and hopefully over the years I can also see like my video quality increasing. I'm using a better camera. It's the one I bought for a photography class, and I don't even do school anymore, so I thought I should use it, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Hi everyone, it's me again. I'm finally making an updated on my dolls video. There's been quite a few new faces since last year. As you can see, one of them is here. Oh no, my battery's dying. Dang it, this is a blooper. I wasn't ready for this at all. Cool. The next new doll in my collection is Courtney Moore, and she's a historical character from 1986. She's one of the newest. She is the newest historical character, isn't she? But yeah, oh my gosh, she tilted back.